Rays return home to the friendly confines of Tropicana Field, facing Alex Rodriguez and the rival New York Yankees. The Rays are fresh off the road and swing right back into action at Tropicana Field tonight, opening the series against the New York Yankees. And Evan Longoria, who has appeared in 252 consecutive games, will play tonight after being hit in the hip by a pitch last night. He'll be the DH. Hi again, everyone, and welcome to an evening of Rays baseball with Brian Anderson. I'm Dwayne Stats. So great to have you with us. Well, a great road trip for the Rays. They hope it will be a prelude of things to come. And frankly, they could not have played much better than they did on that road trip.
Well, they had a lot of things working for them. Number one, the pitching staff, and they were awfully good. You wondered going in, all the starters down. Well, guys stepped up, and in the 5 wins on the road, they were dominant. ERA of 1.80, opponent's average just over 150. You think about the 2 starts by Chris Archer, Jake Odorizzi, of course, Nathan Carnes, his last time out. Everybody chipping in the bullpen, getting some big outs in tight spots to be able to lead the way with those 5 wins. Then you look offensively, you know, it wasn't always the familiar faces. Rookies getting it done. 5 home runs by the rookies on that road trip. 7 total. So 5 of the 7 led way by Steven Souza and Tim Beckham. Tim Beckham, 7 hits on the trip, 2 home runs, 6 runs batted in. Steven Souza had 6 hits just in the Toronto series to go along with 2 home runs and 6 runs batted in. They got it done, had a great road trip, and now they come home, and guess what? He's back. Alex Rodriguez, after sitting out 2014, is back. 656 career home runs, and guess what? Off to a pretty good start relative to his teammates. A 286 average, a couple of home runs, 7 driven in, and out of those 656, he's victimized the Rays 47 times in his career.
And Alex Rodriguez chasing Willie Mays on that all-time home run list. And by the way, Nathan Carnes will go to the mound for the Rays, charged with facing the New York Yankees. The Yankees may be only 3-6, but they're 3rd in the league in home runs, trailing only Baltimore and Seattle in the early going. Nathan Carnes to the hill. We'll take a look at that in a moment.
Why are you here? We don't even have any episodes, no reputation.
My publicist said you were going on your 5th season, and that Tiger Woods was just leaving.
Garbage Time with Katie Nolan, Sunday on Fox Sports 1.
Put the Honda of your dreams in your garage during the Honda Dream Garage Sale event going on now at Wesley Chapel Honda. Save thousands on new Civics, and they're covered by our nationwide lifetime warranty and a 2-year maintenance plan. Hurry to Wesley Chapel Honda.
The sun comes up and the sun goes down. Work away, work away.
People are switching to T-Mobile. Even Verizon customers are jumping to America's fastest 4G LTE network. From the Bay Area to the Big Apple. Ready, set, switch to the data-strong network.
Curling up in bed with a favorite book is nice, but I think women would rather curl up with their favorite man. But here's the thing. About half of men over 40 have some degree of erectile dysfunction. Well, Viagra helps guys with ED get and keep an erection. And remember, you only take it when you need it.
Ask your doctor if your heart is healthy enough for sex. Do not take Viagra if you take nitrates for chest pain. It may cause an unsafe drop in blood pressure. Side effects include headache, flushing, upset stomach, and abnormal vision. To avoid long-term injury, seek immediate medical help for an erection lasting more than 4 hours. Stop taking Viagra and call your doctor right away if you experience a sudden decrease or loss in vision or hearing.
Ask your doctor about Viagra.
Ford is taking the EcoBoost Challenge all across America. Now it's your turn.
Here we go. To know that the F-150 has the EcoBoost, I'm saving fuel, but I'm not losing any of the power.
The 2014 F-150s are going fast. Don't miss your last chance to get a great deal.
Ford is towing it so easily.
I love the Ford. I like to drive it all the way home.
Get a 2014 F-150 with 0% financing for 60 months, plus up to $4,250 in savings, or up to $8,250 in total savings. Only at your Southern Ford dealer.
This is America's pregame. Join Mike Hill and Molly McGrath as they take you game by game across America. Your night begins with America's pregame, weekdays on Fox Sports 1.
Back for the Yankees and the Rays as you look at the Rays dugout. Nathan Carnes is amped up. He's ready to go tonight in his third start, his first ever against the New York Yankees. Carnes had that very difficult start his very first time around against the Orioles, but really after 2 innings he was very good. Since then he has been outstanding. Here's Carnes' thoughts about what has changed.
I think you could say I was trying to be too fine with every pitch. So, now it's just kind of, get the strike one across the board and then kind of go from there. I felt like that was able, to get, early contact instead of trying to nibble where the hitters aren't going to sit there and 0-0 count, going to try and hit that fastball in the black. So it's just things like that are going to help me to stay, fewer pitches between innings and then kind of go there and lengthier part of the game.
Rays kept him in for 7 innings last time and 106 pitches. He'll be out there tonight, the New York Yankees, as the Rays and the Yankees kick off this 3 minutes and 8 seconds. Evan Longoria in the lineup, not playing defense. We'll see those lineups next with Dwayne and BA.
Spin by H.H. Gregg to see some reasons why J.D. Power ranked H.H. Gregg highest in customer satisfaction among largest appliance retailers. Thousands of the biggest names in stock. Whirlpool, Maytag, Samsung, LG, KitchenAid, GE, and hundreds of appliances on display. Refrigerators, ovens, dishwashers, washers, dryers. Now use your H.H. Gregg credit card and save an extra 5% off major appliances, $497 and up. So spin by H.H. Gregg and hhgregg.com.
You've been needing this day for a long time. It's a promise you made to yourself and to each other to start trading those online connections for real connections, to turn off the reality shows and turn up the reality, to stop the go, 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 and Tradewinds Island Resorts on St. Pete Beach, Florida. Beach discounts at justletgo.com/Rays.
Hey, Tampa Bay Rays fans, when the Rays score 6 or more runs, you score with Papa John's. Get half off your entire online order the day after the Rays score 6 or more runs. Order at papajohns.com and use promo code RAYS6. That's right. Get half off all your favorites the day after the Rays score 6 or more runs when you order online at papajohns.com. Use promo code RAYS6. Papa John's and the Tampa Bay Rays teaming up to make this season better.
Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
From coast to coast and across the pond. From the beginning.
The captain of white rum is here. Captain Morgan White Rum. 5 times distilled for a smoother taste.
My name is Sugar Rashad Evans, and this season of The Ultimate Fighter changes everything.
They take on the New York Yankees. And the 27-year-old right-hander Nathan Carnes goes to the mound to open this series and the homestand. The Yankees are in. They'll be followed by the Red Sox and then the Blue Jays. So a lot of baseball to be played here over the next week and a half at Tropicana Field. Starting lineup for New York, presented by your Southern Ford dealers. Jacoby Ellsbury leads it off, followed by the third baseman Chase Headley. Carlos Beltran is in right field with Mark Teixeira at first. Brian McCann will catch. The DH is Alex Rodriguez. Stephen Drew at second. Chris Young is in left inning 8th, and Didi Gregorius, the shortstop, in the 9th spot.
Well, taking the mound tonight for the Tampa Bay Rays, right-hander Nathan Carnes, and outside of the first 2 innings of his season, he's been pretty good, and he comes off of a tremendous outing in Miami against the Marlins. 7 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs, just 1 of them earned on 106 pitches. Now let's take a look at the Rays defense. It's going to line up behind Nathan Carnes, brought to you by BMW. Across the outfield, left to right, we've got Desmond Jennings, Kevin Kiermaier, and Steven Souza Jr. Across the infield, third to first, Logan Forsythe as Drupal Cabrera, Tim Beckham, and Alan Dykstra. Bobby Wilson gets a call behind the plate.
There's Kevin Cash, proud of his club for the work they did on the road. Got out of Toronto, winning 3 out of 4 there, and has the Rays off to this 6-4 start. And we're set to play baseball with Jacoby Ellsbury in the box. And the first pitch of this game, Nathan Carnes throws a strike. That first pitch presented by Pinch a Penny. So we're underway here at Tropicana Field. 2.
Primarily, that's what Nathan Carnes is going to feature. He's going to move the fastball around the zone. We know that he's got that good power curve.
And wasting a little time and breaking that out. A ball, 2 strikes. I thought his comments were really interesting in that short segment with Todd. You know, here's a guy, Nathan Carnes. He's not exactly a raw rookie. He's 27 years old, but with limited major league time. And maybe he's learned something. And he said he thought he was a little too fine. Or he's fine right there with a called third strike to get Ellsbury. And sometimes it just takes that for a pitcher with limited major league time to trust himself enough.
You know, he's got a great pitching coach in Jim Hickey, so he can lean on him. Jim Hickey's got a track record, and he's going to be giving him, you know, the same advice. But then you're surrounded by other starters who have a similar style of pitching. You know, Chris Archer, you talk to him, and he talks about being in attack mode, working from the inside of the plate out, not being too fine. Alex Cobb the same way. All these different Rays pitchers that have been so successful at doing that, and you're surrounded by that. And these guys, they have tremendous camaraderie, and so they all sit around and talk and share ideas, and I'm telling you, it starts to wear off.
You know, when you look at his career and how he's been just dominating, and then next time out would struggle, and it all had to do with whether he could stay ahead in the count. And if he can do that and trust his stuff to get him there, you know, that's the proverbial light they talk about that sometimes suddenly goes on. Well, the Rays are hoping that's the case, because Carnes has all of the elements that you need to be successful.
What is that, 4 starts with the Rays, and in 2 of them he's gone 7 innings, you know, 2 hits, 1 no earned runs, 1 earned run. So he's capable.
And there is strike 3 on the fastball. He gets Headley looking. Back-to-back strikeouts to start this one.
You know, what stood out about Chris Archer last night, not only the breaking balls behind in the count, but the good downhill plane on the fastball. That's right there. Same thing. Nathan Carnes, good pitcher's build, tall, working downhill, beautiful heater.
Well, you talk about that nice pitching lane out there. Curveball to Beltran misses. Yeah, that was pretty. So a couple of strikeouts looking. Both out there in that same vicinity. He comes right back with a curve and drops that one in there. 1-1. Rays have the shift on for Beltran. That runs it to 2-1. It's a 3-1 count. Carnes coming off Sunday's outing in Miami. And 106 pitches in that one for 7 innings of work. a strike.
That will bode well if that's going to be the strike zone tonight. If that's consistently called, you start to think about the downhill plane fastball, and then you think about that curveball down at the bottom of the zone. That sets up very well for Nathan Carnes.
And it's low. So he walks Beltran, and you saw the location of those pitches, though. I mean, he easily could be out of this inning right now. Gives up a walk with 2 outs. And Mark Teixeira steps in.
Well, this Yankee lineup overall, they're averaging 5 runs a game. 14 of those came in one game, though. Outside of that, averaging under 4 runs a game. But Teixeira leads the team with 3 home runs. Be careful.
Yeah, he takes another pitch. That's 16 pitches by Carnes. 15 have been taken. Oh, 1 count here on Teixeira.
Someone's got to tell the Yankee hitters this is not live BP. Not just tracking pitches here tonight.
Headley fouled that second pitch off that he saw, and that's been it in the swing department.
And he was promptly fined.
Too low. Breaking ball.
These Yankee hitters, you know, a veteran group top to bottom. And so they want to get a good look at Nathan Carnes and see what he features. They know that fastball and curveball are the 2 primary. They've gotten a good look so far.
There's a big cut, a foul. Takes the count to 2-2. Whereas the Yankees play each other 19 times this year. This is the first of those meetings. Saw Hunter Wendelstedt start to maybe go up, but decided no, and the count now is full.
Very close here. The fastball just running off the corner.
And ball 4 is down. So a couple strikeouts and a couple walks.
And that's going to bring Jim Hickey out. We've seen him do this with young starters, or at least guys that with limited experience. First sign of trouble, he's going to try to jump out in front of it. And after the back-to-back walks, you can understand why. You know, we were talking earlier about Nathan Carnes and that newfound, you know, trying not to be too fine, that idea. And this is a big start for him, because you've got a Yankee lineup that these guys may not have gotten off to the start that a lot of them wish they would have here in 2015, but it's still, you know, a lineup that's long on track record, long on reputation, a lot of big names in that lineup. And so that will test Nathan Carnes mentally to stay in the zone and continue to attack these hitters. There's just one big name after another rolling in.
There's Brian McCann. McCann hitting an even 200 with a home run. Breaking ball is down and into him. McCann did most of his damage at home at Yankee Stadium last year. 19 of his 23 home runs were at home, leaving just 4 for the road. One.
You know, McCann had a nice season production-wise with the 23 home runs, 75 driven in, but the batting average, 40 points off his career average. The on-base percentage, 60 points off his career average.
It's foul back. Carnes out in front, 1-2. Rays adjusting Beckham, who is in shallow right center field, or shallow right field. They've moved him a couple steps toward center now with a 1-2 count. The pitch is fouled off. Rays with that major shift on for McCann.
Yeah, and you can afford to be aggressive with Tim Beckham way out here. You know, with 2 outs, you just want to make a play.
And before they got to 2 strikes, he was about 10 feet toward the right field line. That's an amazing shift.
Very specific.
Under it, popped it up. Beckham right there in his tracks to make the catch. 2 men left. We're headed into the bottom half of the first here at the Trop, and Kevin Kiermaier will be at the top of the Rays lineup.
Hello?
Hey, Jason. No need to rush. Mr. Brooks won't be in today.
Nice. Thanks.
With an aggressive new look and attitude, who took America's best-selling car in a bold direction? The Toyota Camry. What bold moves will you make?
Get a 2-year lease on a new 2015 Toyota Camry SE for $199 a month.
Toyota, let's go places.
We love to go for a drive after the auto has been washed.
You miss a spot.
The ultra-rich can buy any car in the world. For the rest of us, there's Space Coast Credit Union. SCCU members Watchdog looks out for you with auto rates as low as 1.89% APR and no payments for up to 90 days. SCCU.com. Real answers for real people.
We insist that the auto shine like $1,000,000.
You deserve nothing less than the best. You deserve your 6 South Florida Mercedes-Benz dealerships in Miami, Pembroke Pines, Fort Lauderdale, Pompano, Coconut Creek, and Delray, where you get the best for less than you'd expect, like a new 2015 Mercedes-Benz C300 Sports Sedan for only $339 a month. Get the best for less than you'd expect. MercedesFLA.com.
Nathan Carnes getting through the first inning unscored upon. And what a top half of the first it was. He had 2 outs on 9 pitches. Took him 26 pitches then to get through the rest of the inning. Lineup for the Rays presented by your Southern Ford dealers. Kiermaier to lead it off. Then Souza Jr., Cabrera, Evan Longoria, the DH. Desmond Jennings sits behind him in front of Dykstra. Forsythe, Beckham, and Wilson. Bobby Wilson hitting 9th and doing the catching tonight.
Well, Adam Warren's going to take the mound tonight for the New York Yankees, coming off of a losing effort, but not a bad effort against the Boston Red Sox. 5 1/3 innings, 2 runs, just 1 earned. Making that transition from the bullpen.
There's a first pitch strike in to Kevin Kiermaier.
I should say transition back. You know, he was a starter in the minor leagues, 90 starts in the minor leagues. Came up with the Yankees and out of the bullpen exclusively last season.
You know, that's the way it used to be. Guy'd come up from the minor leagues. Well, go to the bullpen, see if you're okay there, and then maybe we'll give you a start. Pitch well, maybe another one. Down to first. Teixeira makes that play unassisted.
Now let's take a look at the New York Yankee defense, brought to you by BMW. Out in that outfield, left to right. We've got Chris Young, Jacoby Ellsbury, and Carlos Beltran across the infield. Third to first, Chase Headley, Didi Gregorius, Stephen Drew, and Mark Teixeira. Brian McCann will be behind the dish.
Steven Souza Jr. He had a very good road trip. We saw the power, we saw the speed, we saw the bunt. He takes a strike.
It really came alive in the second half of that trip in Toronto. 6 out of 16 in Toronto, 2 home runs, 6 driven in. And you're right, exciting stolen base, laying one down, good speed.
But the Rays will tell you that, in a way, he's been on their radar screen for a while. They really liked him, and you could see in that series all the elements on display as to why they liked him so much.
Well, and I think that it was getting that first week out of the way. You know, Steven Souza Jr. has never been an everyday player in Major League Baseball, and here he comes over in a trade, knows he's going to be counted on, starts the season off in the 2-hole. A little early season jitters, but he settled in nicely and put together a heck of a road trip.
It's 2-2 here against Warren. Warren out of Birmingham, Alabama. There's Jubal Cabrera on deck. Into center, and that's a base hit. Souza will make the turn as Ellsbury returns the ball to the infield.
You know, and a nice job there. 2 strikes. Adam Warren's going to come with a slider, and Steven stays back on it very nicely and uses the middle of the field. Here it comes. Let that ball break. He stays right on it, doesn't pull off, stays up the middle, and drives it back up the middle. Again, nice short and quick into the baseball. And now you get that threat of a stolen base out there, although Adam Warren not very easy to run on. There's 1 stolen base against him last year in 78 2/3 innings.
Yeah, and he fields his position well. He won some awards during his minor league time as a premier fielder off the mound. Up the right side by Cabrera, but it's foul. 1 strike.
Well, it's always nice to have a pitcher on the mound that can help himself. You know, can get off a mound, field a bunt, can turn a double play.
Or you're able to get it out on a little dribble or something like that. Something like we've seen Rivera behind the plate get out there. And, I mean, the guy gets on base. Hey, that's as good as if he'd got the conventional base hit, driving a ball into the outfield somewhere. The worth is the same because you've got a base runner, and when you can prevent that, and if you can field your position, you help yourself. Base hit into right for Cabrera. Souza makes the turn. He'll hang right there at second base. So Cabrera, who was hitless in the Toronto series, wastes little time as a base hit his first time up tonight.
Adam Warren very proficient at getting a ground ball. He likes to work a sinker down in the zone. Well, that was down in the zone, but not a whole lot of sinker run on that pitch. And Cabrera able to rifle it in the hole between first and second. The Rays have a threat here early.
And Evan Longoria, who was hit in the left hip in the 8th inning of last night's game in Toronto and left. And here's a look at that. Pretty good shot in a tough spot.
You can hear it. You can just hear it. Solid contact with that hip. And by the way, a former college teammate.
Yeah, what's that? Did he steal his lunch money or something? And you know, if you're going to get hit in the hip, that's about as tough a place. You know, maybe just a little back of the center might be a little bit better. Well, a little more cushion.
Yeah, well, that's exactly right. That's what Evan's thinking right now. And you know, one former teammate, Marco Estrada, still friends, and you know, he didn't go up.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of times if you're going to hit a guy on purpose, you're going rib cage.
Yeah.
You want rib cage. You want somewhere where they're going to think about it for a couple of weeks. He went down, but still ended up catching Evan in a bad part of the hip.
He got him solid.
Oh. Anytime the ball sounds like a smack,
yeah,
that tuned you up.
2-1 to count to Evan. That evens the count. Well, see, playing tonight to extend his active streak to 253. Not all of those have been starts, but Evan still in the start department has 180 consecutive starts, and that's the active major league leader as well. 2-2 count to Evan. You know, that's something that is important to Longoria, and I really think when the season begins, and you hear sometimes a lot of hitters set goals, they want so many home runs, so many RBIs, and really Evan the last few years has really been centered about trying to play every day. You know, after he missed so much time in 2012, he was in 160 games in 13 and 162 last year. Ground ball sharply hit. Headley will go to second, one, and over to first. 5-4-3 on the double play. Rays with a couple hits. They leave a man, and when we go to the second, the DH, Alex Rodriguez will lead off.
Hello?
Hey, Jason. No need to rush. Mr. Brooks won't be in today.
Nice. Thanks.
With an aggressive new look and attitude, who took America's best-selling car in a bold direction? The Toyota Camry. What bold moves will you make? Get a low 0% APR for 60 months on the new 2015 Toyota Camry. Toyota, let's go places.
What if banking felt good? What if the coffee was fresh? What if your branch was cheery? What
Here
if...
you go, Joe.
Oh, thanks. What if everyone knows your name? See, with Grow, you're not just a customer, you're a member. And that means that they care about more than just your money. They care about you because, hey, you deserve it.
So what are you waiting for? Join the Grow family and start getting more.
Can you see it?
Bring the flock out to Family Fun Day when the Rays host the Yankees on Sunday, April 19th. Kids 14 and under receive an Evan Longoria rubber duck. For tickets, call 888-FAN-RAYS or visit RaysBaseball.com. Raise up.
Revolution.
Alex Rodriguez about to lead off the second inning. Here's the New York DH. 656 home runs. 4 short of Willie Mays, who is 4th on the all-time home run list with 660. Bonds, Aaron, Ruth, then Mays, and then Rodriguez. He has 2 home runs this year with an average of 286. Strike one.
Now, Alex Rodriguez still wants to get extended. He's got to start it a little bit earlier than he did earlier in his career. And he can be tied up inside.
High fly ball driven into left center field. That ball will get out of here. Boy, did he hit that ball a mile. A couple of fastballs, and he drove that one out of here. New York leads 1-0. Well, he may be closing in on 40 years of age, but he got some great depth on that one.
Well, we just talked about the fact that Alex Rodriguez wants to get extended. You know, the Rays have had success against him. Now, they didn't see him last year, obviously, but they like that heater up and in close to the hands. They let him get those hands out on that pitch, and when you do that, look out.
Stephen Drew fouls it away.
I'm trying to go away, and that's belt high. Arms extended. No doubt.
One and one. Second home run given up by Carnes this year, and that was a no-doubter off the bat of Alex Rodriguez. 103.3 miles per hour off the bat. So he turned that one around. So now just 3 short of Willie Mays. Breaking ball, 2-2.
Well, I think Alex Rodriguez comes into this season with a lot to prove. You know, after sitting out a season and everybody's saying, well, you know, you're done anyway. What are you going to be able to sitting out? Your timing's going to be off. Look at how it affected Stephen Drew just sitting out the beginning of last year. You know, he sat out, didn't take the qualifying offer the year before.
And never really did get his timing.
Never did. He came back soon after signing. The timing never came back. The numbers haven't come back yet. And so Alex Rodriguez sits out an entire season, but you know, he's off to a pretty good start. That average now up around 300. He's tied with the team lead in home runs with Teixeira with 3 and 8 driven in.
Fouled away. Back and to the left into the stands. Drew draws a walk. So a couple of strikeouts to start the game, and then Carnes walked a couple and a prolonged first inning after that quick start. Now the home run allowed to Rodriguez and a walk to Drew.
Well, he needs something good to happen here. And Chris Young, you know, he's getting some playing time with Gardner out, and he's over 300, a couple of home runs down to the 8-hole. But Nate Carnes needs just to get back in the zone, back pitching ahead.
The bunt, first base. Dykstra is going to pick it up and step on the bag. Drew moves into second. So Young advances a runner. And a man in scoring position with only 1 out for the shortstop, Didi Gregorius. He's hitting out of the 9th spot.
I mean, it's been a rough start for Didi Gregorius.
You can only
Yankee
imagine his situation.
No question.
I mean, he's tough enough to play in New York on that stage and in the aftermath of Derek Jeter. Late on the fastball, strike 1.
Yeah, and that's, you know, that's the thing. It hasn't done much with the bat, and Nate Carnes right there comes with, you know, 92-mile-an-hour firm fastball, but you're right, noticeably late.
One and one. Two balls and a strike, off speed, misses.
Well, Nathan trying to find that consistent release point. We've seen the fastball and the changeup left off the plate away. We've seen a couple where he's over adjusted and yanked some across the plate.
2-2. Gregorius coming from the National League, from the Diamondbacks. That was in that December deal that involved the Yankees and the Diamondbacks and the Tigers. Short left. Jennings is there. 2 outs. Yeah, that's a deal that that right-hander Shane Green went to Detroit.
Center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury.
Now here's the top of the order, Jacoby Ellsbury.
A little bit we saw Shane Green. I liked what he featured. And I'll tell you what, is there anybody throwing the ball? Not many throwing the ball better than he did his first couple of times out for the Tigers. Or maybe Odorizzi and Archer. They're throwing the ball as well as anybody right now.
Just to toss a couple of names into the conversation. Curveball missed up a bit. 1 ball, no strikes. It's a foul ball, and it's a 1-1 count.
Now, at least he introduced the changeup there. Gives something for Jacoby Ellsbury to think about. Now, obviously aware of the fastball, the curveball, now the changeup to get back even. Ellsbury, very accomplished hitter. He had his best power numbers last year since 2011. Always a threat to steal a bag.
And back to the hill, grabbed by Carnes, flipped to Dykstra. So the only run is that long home run delivered by Alex Rodriguez. We'll head into the home half of the second. It's 1-0 New York.
Did you know that DirecTV rated higher than cable in customer satisfaction for the 14th year in a row? But don't just take my word for it. Take it straight from my horse's mouth.
Yes, she's right. Anyway, back to my story. So there I was in Tijuana, and this guy comes up to me and says, "How would you like to be in showbiz?" And that's how I met Dickie Wittenberger. A horrible agent, but a beautiful man.
Get rid of cable and upgrade to DirecTV. Call 1-800-DirecTV.
When you need game day precision to sear, saute, or simmer, call on natural gas. With tight temperature control and instant on-off settings, you can entertain your fans at home anytime. People's Gas. We're delivering the natural choice more Floridians enjoy. Learn how you can earn up to $1,750 in cashback allowances with our energy conservation rebates at peoplesgas.com/enjoy.
Little League, minors, the majors too. Always going to Subway. And these days, I go with the sweet onion chicken teriyaki. All white meat with pepper jack cheese, banana peppers, and lots of jalapenos. Because you know, I can handle the heat.
April brings out the passion in everyone. Share yours.
Well, the Rays had a couple men on base in the bottom of the first, did not score, and the Yankees put up the run on the A-Rod home run in the second. So it's Desmond Jennings to lead it off. And the pitch is a strike. And by the way, the ground ball, that double play ground ball off Longoria's bat against Warren, is not unusual with Warren out there. He'll throw some ground balls.
His ground ball fly ball ratio 1.60. That's very, very good. And you can see both of these pitchers trying to take advantage of that low strike zone here by Hunter Wendelstedt.
Desmond behind in the count, starts the night at 2:35. drive caught. The shortstop Gregorius. One away in this game tonight and all season long. Tires Plus donates $100 to the Pediatric Cancer Foundation for every Tampa Bay Rays home run televised on Sun Sports. Alan Dykstra. Curveball that stayed wide. 1 ball, no strikes.
I kind of like the bat tape. Everything going fluorescent now.
0-2.
Almost matches his eye.
Yeah, that was interesting the other day on that road trip. Just your normal little bunting exercise, and it fouled right back. And you can see just below the bill of that batting helmet there, the bruising has progressed into that fluorescent yellow.
You can imagine, you know, you're just squaring around getting your bunts down so you can go to hack it, and you bunt one. Fortunately, it didn't keep him out of the lineup. You know, it could have been a whole lot worse than it was, but that's infuriating.
3-1, and he skies it. The shallow center, and Ellsbury waiting on that one. 2 gone. MLB.TV Premium, the #1 live streaming sports service, celebrating 13 years. Keep an eye on the Rays competition and watch every out-of-market game live or on demand in true HD on over 400 mobile and connected devices. Real-time highlights, live look-ins, pitch tracking widget, and more. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Visit MLB.TV. Logan Forsythe takes it down. Tracking widgets. We're getting very technical now. Tracking widgets.
That takes me back to elementary school trying to learn some math. It was always counting widgets.
Yeah.
Always widgets.
If you made so many widgets and sold them for so much,
right,
and it took you this long, then what kind of production do you have?
We would have been really smart if we would have raised our hand and you know, asked Mrs. Krabappel, what's a widget and why do we care?
And how do you track them? 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. Do they even leave tracks? A little wide. 2-2, bases empty, 2 outs. Forsythe playing third base with Tim Beckham in the lineup at second, and Evan Longoria serving as the DH. There's a base hit. Liner toward left center. Young picks it up and holds Forsythe to a single.
Well, Adam Warren, his slider's been flat tonight. The Rays have had some good swings on it. You go back to the first inning, Steven Souza Jr. going up the middle on a slider. The line out by Desmond Jennings was on a slider. He hit that ball hard, but right at Gregorius. And right there, Logan Forsythe recognizing that pitch and pounded one out into the outfield.
Yeah, and that's his primary breaking pitch. We did see a curve, but he doesn't throw many of those normally.
No. Yeah, he's that. You talked about the ground ball, that sinker, slider. That's where they come up with that acronym. Now there's the good one.
Oh man, that disappeared on Beckham.
That's the one that he's been looking for. How he can really sweep that thing right out of the zone.
Well, Beckham doesn't really start at a bat till the count's 0-2 anyway.
Good point.
One and one. All right. Toyota trend there. 5 home runs by rookies this month for the Rays. How about that in April? From 11 to 14, a big 0.
Yeah, that's hard to believe. Hard to believe. Those 5 home runs came on this last road trip. 5 of the 7 total that the Rays hit. Tim Beckham had 2. Could have easily had 3.
Yeah, it was robbed by Kevin Pillar. Two and 2. There he is last night in Toronto.
0-2.
Yep. Right down the line and gone.
Well, you not only got to get it, you got to clear the fence, you got to keep it away from Pillar.
Yeah, if he just pulled it a little bit more the night before. Fouls this one back.
Tim Beckham 7 for 18 on that road trip in a role that he's not used to. He used to being an everyday player. We talked the same thing about Brandon Guyer last year, coming up here and coming off the bench. Think about the Rays coming off the bench this year. They've been awesome.
And he fouls another one back. So 6 pitches in here. That's what you want out of a hitter. The more pitches, the better. Well, that 10-pitch at bat he had in Miami was just marvelous.
That's really where the confidence started to grow, and showing no signs of letting up, regardless of the outcome. He just continues to put together some good at-bats.
Runner goes, and a cut and a miss, a foul tip. Strikeout to retire the side. On to the third, 1-0 New York.
Hello?
Hey, Jason. No need to rush. Mr. Brooks won't be in today.
Nice. Thanks.
With an aggressive new look and attitude, who took America's best-selling car in a bold direction? The Toyota Camry. What bold moves will you make?
Get a 2-year lease on a new 2015 Toyota Camry SE for $199 a month.
Toyota. Let's go places.
If you're battling addiction, it's not easy to ask for help. End Addiction would like to help you. End Addiction can help you get immediate admission into a recovery center near you. Many insurance plans will pay up to $30,000 for the cost of getting you help with no money out of pocket. The first step to ending addiction starts with one free, private, and no obligation call. There are things you still need to do. The first thing is to call End Addiction.
1-800-435-1043.
What does it take to drive home America's favorite brand from Pines Ford? Well, 0 during the Sign and Ride event at Pines Ford in Pembroke Pines. With 0 down, 0 first payment with 0 due at signing. Like this 2015 Ford Escape. Lease it today for $259 a month. Plus, get 2 years of complimentary oil and filter changes on us with the purchase of any new or pre-owned Ford during the Sign and Ride event. Going on now at Pines Ford in Pembroke Pines. Visit us online at pinesford.com and like us on Facebook.
Rays fans, tomorrow, the only place to see the Rays play the Yankees is on Fox Sports 1. Tune in tomorrow at 7 p.m. to see the Yankees battle the Rays. You're home for baseball every Saturday. Fox Sports 1 and Fox.
Tampa Bay Rays baseball on Sun Sports, brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places. And by Checkers. Get Checkers authentic Philly cheesesteak or try the new meatball sub. Pick yours, 2 for $5. Montgomery looking for a little refreshment. It's thirsty.
It's Florida.
Hot, yeah. How about that? Here's Chase Headley to lead off the third. Headley, then Beltran and Teixeira. Want to know the count? Well, 1-1. Headley out in front right there. A couple of strikeouts. They came in the first two hitters of the game for Nathan Carnes. Did he go? Yes, he did. It's Jerry Lane down there at third. First out in the third inning, and we'll check in with Todd Callis. Todd?
Dwayne, a couple of roster moves before this game tonight for the Rays. Mikey Matuk has a good memory to take with him to Durham with that home run in Toronto, but a little more flexibility needed on the infield, so Ryan Brett is up. It is Ryan's father's birthday. He is here in the crowd tonight. And on the pitching side, Jeff Beliveau felt a little bit of a dead arm in the spring, never really recovered for that, so he's going to see Dr. Coco Eaton over the weekend, and in his place is the lefty we saw last year right behind me here, C.J. Riefenhauser, a part of the bullpen now, guys. So those are the moves prior to tonight's game.
Yep. Riefenhauser, another lefty in the bullpen with Beliveau out of action. 1-1 the count to Beltran. Two.
You know, and Jeff Beliveau, you know, he didn't have the normal offseason. You know, he was part of that Japan tour. So when the season was over, you got some time off. Then you're going overseas to pitch. I wonder if that had anything. That can sometimes upset the rhythm of an offseason. When your season ends, you sit around for a month, and all of a sudden now you're pitching in November.
Well, let's hope that everything's okay, because he showed some signs last year of being valuable as a left-hander in that bullpen. Beltran out on strikes. 2 up and 2 down.
Well, he's got that funk to his delivery where he kind of can sling the ball up there, ride it away from the lefties, sweep the breaking ball. He's another guy that, you know, was very adept at climbing the ladder, almost seemingly would throw the fastball above where the release point was, just kind of shoot it up in the zone from his arm angle, get a lot of swing and misses.
Carnes gets ahead of Teixeira with a breaking ball, strike 1. Fly ball to the opposite side. Jennings back in front of the wall, handles this one, and it's a quick third. Bottom of the inning coming, 1-0.
The BMW i8's full-color head-up display keeps you focused on the road ahead, even when you're driving the BMW 3 Series. This and other BMW i8 innovations available in the BMW 3 Series. We only make one thing, the ultimate driving machine. Hurry into your BMW Center today and take advantage of exclusive offers.
It's about positive thinking.
And teamwork.
Yes.
Okay, so we're going downtown.
So I started thinking parking space.
There was no spaces.
But then one appeared, right?
Positive thinking really works.
It really does. You know, like when I need gas, I start thinking Techron. And before I know it, we're pulling into a Chevron.
You put the positive thoughts out there, and then I just... Are you like controlling me?
No.
Your car takes care of you. Care for it. Chevron with Techron. Care for your car.
That's a long leash.
Strike 3! Rays fans, get in the swing of things and get a free 6-inch sub of your choice from Subway. You're out! Every time the Rays pitchers strike out 10 batters in a home game, take your ticket stub or seat locator receipt to any Cane's store and get a coupon for a free 6-inch sub of your choice from Subway. No purchase necessary. Cane's Furniture. Quality so good, it's guaranteed for life.
The one show NASCAR fans can't miss. NASCAR Race Hub. Weekdays on Fox Sports 1.
Leading off the third inning for the Rays, the catcher.
1-0 ball game on to the bottom of the third. Get in on the action with exclusive on-field seating in the Papa John's bullpen box. Host your group of 50 to 85 in this private party area and leave long-lasting memories. To reserve the Papa John's bullpen box, contact Group Sales at 888-FAN-RAYS. Email groupsales@raysbaseball.com or visit raysbaseball.com. Limited dates remain. Bobby Wilson leading off. High popper Foul ball, and Headley down near the coaching box makes the catch. Wilson out on the first pitch in the home half of the third. Go back around to the top side of the order. Kevin Kiermaier. Kiermaier shortened on the bat and then drew that bat back.
We've got Gregorius shaded up the middle, Headley by himself just off third base, even with the bag.
Two strikes the count.
Kevin Kiermaier, good speed. Now Headley moving off, trying to cover up that hole on the left side, but good speed, great effort. And that's where Adam Warren, why he can be so successful against left-handed hitters, takes that slider, almost turns it into a cutter in on their hands.
And it's a 2-2 count. If you look at his breakout, lefty righty, and it tells you exactly that. Last year, right-handed hitters 252 off him, and lefties 178. Full count to Kiermaier. By the way, they're saying the ball that Alex Rodriguez hit, 471, was the distance that we got from MLB. 471.
And you know what? I wouldn't argue with that. However, what I would say, if that was 471, you're telling me that Steven Souza in Toronto was only 463?
Yeah.
Baloney.
Yeah,
Baloney. You know, with all these advanced metrics in the game of baseball, how they can measure everything, they still are awful at tracking home runs. Awful.
There's a great opportunity.
Yeah, get a rangefinder.
Yeah, that's right.
Listen, Kevin Patterson, our producer,
go down to the golf store,
said that he could figure it out. He said, just go to, get a rangefinder, tune it out there, and you figure it out. Instead, we've got 471 for that, which was a bomb, no doubt. But Souza Jr. in Toronto was every bit of 471, 491.
Warren knocks it down, recovers, and gets it to first in time to get Kiermaier for the second out. Well, there, you've just blown the opportunity for Kevin Patterson to become independently wealthy. You know, he could have called it the Patterson home run meter.
He's still good.
Yeah, but now the jig's up. They know where he got it. He went down to the local golf store, bought it. He could have written his name on it. Said, hey, I'll sell you this. Use every ballpark in the country.
You just need to change the design. That's all. Just keep the technology, change the design.
Souza skies one on the infield. Gregorius hits short, takes care of that. 1, 2, 3. We go to the fourth. It's 1-0 New York.
We've been thinking. A pitcher who can paint the corners is known as a Rembrandt. Who doesn't love that kind of precision? At GMC, we get that. Not everyone can deliver a 95-mile-an-hour Rembrandt. This is precision. This is GMC.
Now get nearly $9,200 total value when you trade up to this specially equipped 2015 Sierra Z60. Welcome to the show.
The sun comes up and the sun goes down. Work away, work away.
What made you switch to Taco Bell breakfast?
It's like it doesn't matter where you go, it's the same thing, which is like an English muffin with an egg on top.
What do you eat now?
I've got the chicken biscuit taco.
And I've got the egg, bacon, and cheese biscuit taco.
I don't want to be the spokesperson to the South necessarily, but I can guarantee you that this is almost as good. It is as good as Mama's cooking.
That's a bold statement.
This is a good biscuit.
My name is Mary.
My name is Dominic.
And I am a breakfast defector.
Honda's the only company ever to win both the Indy 500
500
and a Supercross Racing Championship.
They were also the first to come up with this. The Honda Dream Garage Sales Event, where you can get great deals on almost everything Honda makes, including the sporty Civic, named best value in its class. Get great deals on Civics right now.
The Honda Dream Garage Sales Event. Get a dream deal on a Civic with standard rear view camera. Now at your Honda dealer.
We're through 3 innings. It's a 1-0 ball game headed on to the 4th inning. And before Brian McCann steps in, let's check in with Emily.
Thanks, Dwayne. As you just heard Todd talk about some of the roster moves for the Rays recently, C.J. Riefenhauser and Ryan Brett has put the Rays with a major league high 9 rookies on the roster, but it doesn't seem like these guys are letting that limited MLB experience get to them. Steven Souza Jr. and Tim Beckham combined for 4 home runs and 12 RBIs on that recent road trip, and both times Beckham has been called to pinch hit for the Rays this season. Well, guys, he's delivered. The only guy in the big leagues right now with 2 home runs when he pinch hits. Back up to you, Dwayne.
All right, here we go with Brian McCann leading off, taking a breaking ball. The count is 1-1. Well, the rookie hitters came through for the Rays on that road trip. 1-2 now on McCann. Alex Rodriguez next. And strike 3 call. Fastball got him looking.
Seen a couple of those. Nathan Carnes getting ahead and then locking guys up with the heater in. The true heater. You're going to stay behind it and drive it right to a spot.
Well, there's Alex Rodriguez again. Strikes him with that breaking ball, strike 1. Quickly 0-2. And a home run in the 2nd inning. The measurement provided by Major League Baseball, 471. 1-2.
That's the furthest in Major League Baseball this year.
Longest home run that they have in the books here, Vinny Castillo, 478. Chop left side. Forsythe cuts in from 3rd to throw out Rodriguez. 2 gone. And let's go back into the time tunnel. There is that swing and blast in April of 2001 off the bat of Vinny Castillo.
It was over the ring, and it smacked off the back of the wall.
The upper deck.
The reaction of whoever delivered that pitch was, I'll let you know. Contact, you just start circling the mound, waiting to ask for a new ball.
Strike the count. That was against the Blue Jays, and taxing my memory.
Go to the black book
as to who was on the mound, but it's one of those that's right there. You can't get it. Yeah, Joey Hamilton.
You got it.
Was right there, just teasing you. Still 2 strikes on Stephen Drew. It was a frustrating stay for Vinny Castillo here during those days, but boy, that was a blast. 1-2. Commonly thought that it's about 450 to the back wall here, the concrete wall. And then you'd have to do a little projecting then as to how far a ball might have actually traveled. And you do some of that. And they're saying 471 on the blast tonight by Alex Rodriguez. Full count on Stephen Drew. You know, we're talking about the ball that Souza hit in Toronto. And the one, Jim Thome, one of the first up there to hit it into that restaurant. Center field. That was a shot off the bat of Drew. That's got carried. Souza's going to run out of room. And Drew hits one out. That's his third home run of the year and will be his career home run number 100. So 2 solo home runs for New York tonight. The Yankees have now hit 15 home runs as a team. We mentioned at the outset they trailed only the Orioles and the Mariners in home runs as a team, and they've hit 2 tonight.
Well, he's got company tonight. Stephen Drew. Now, he had a couple of fastballs in his first at-bat that he had good swings on and just missed. Finally caught up to one.
Chris Young takes a curveball. That's 100 home runs for Stephen Drew. His brother J.D. had 242. There's a line drive down the line, but it's going to hook foul. And a souvenir. 1-1. The count on Chris Young. So they're the 8th pair of brothers to have at least 100 career home runs in the major leagues. The Alomars, the Boones, the Boyers, the Maggios, Musels, the Uptons, and the Youngs. Dimitri and Delman on that list. Two. So now it's a full count. Bob Davidson down at first base. Says he checked in time. We'll see another 3-2 pitch to the number 8 hitter, Chris Young. Young came over at the end of the season last year. Yeah, got a little chance to play and made the most of it. And I think to a lot of people it's a surprise to how well he played when he got that opportunity with the Yankees.
Well, he came over to the Yankees from the Mets just across town, and the numbers drastically different. Hit some big home runs. And on base percentage went north of 350.
Again, 3-2. And a foul ball that gets a part of Bobby Wilson.
Great shot.
Yeah, it can never be pleasant. So it's Young who has battled here and is about to see the 10th pitch of this at bat. Carnes walks him. 3-2 curveball on the 10th pitch. Runner at first. And out comes Jim Hickey.
Well, here we are, 2 outs in the 4th inning. Nathan Carnes at 81 pitches. You see the first inning where seemingly he was off and running a 9-pitch first 2 outs of the inning, and then that ended up being 26, now 25 here. Yankees making him work, and that's nothing new for this team.
No, for the longest. I mean, I can't remember when it hasn't been this way, that the Yankees were just so great about making pitchers run that pitch count up. I mean, it was par for the course. They wanted 100 pitches by the 5th inning. And almost every night it seemed that they got at least that.
Oh, yeah. They try to get into that bullpen as early as possible, especially early in a series. Really tax the bullpen.
Here's Gregorius, the shortstop. Fouled away.
Although with the way that some of these bullpens are put together now, that may not be the best philosophy anymore. I mean, you want to stay away from that bullpen. Too much power.
Yeah, you want to go out in the early part and score as many runs as you can and just be aggressive and pile up runs so you don't have to deal with the bullpen the last 3 innings. A 1-1 count. Takes it to 1-2. Here on a couple of solo home runs, the Yankees have a 2-0 lead. There you go. No, says Jerry Lane. It's 2-2.
No, good idea there by Nathan Carnes. Hit up in the count, drop that breaking ball over the plate, but down below the zone. A better job by Gregorius in holding up, and he'd do it again.
And a cut and a miss. He's out on strikes, out in front. Run scores on the Drew home run, 2-0 New York.
It is a weak man who urges compromise.
The Cadillac 2015 SRX. A crossover with space, safety, and style. Current lessees can lease it from around $339 per month.
Oh, Chris, did you remember to pay the dog sitter?
Oh, I knew I forgot something. I'll just do it now.
Well, we're boarding.
No, I'll use City Mobile. It takes 2 seconds. Better safe than sorry, right?
Yeah, who knows if we'll even get service on the islands.
What? No service?
Seriously?
You guys might actually have to talk.
To each other?
We do it all the time.
I like it.
Should we?
No.
Bank from almost anywhere with the City mobile app. To learn more, visit citi.com/easierbanking.
This is what you might find at their new car sale. And this is what you'll find at Auto Nation. When it comes to sale prices, we don't clown around.
The AutoNation Savings Event has been extended. Get a new 2015 Ford Fusion or a new 2015 Ford Escape. Your choice, just $149 a month. Who you gonna call? AutoNation. AutoNation Ford with 4 South Florida locations.
The fact is, most people paid less at AutoNation.
My name is Jaguars, and this season of the Ultimate Fighter changes everything.
2-0 New York out in front. Headed to the bottom of the 4th. Tonight's great moment in Rays history brought to you by Geico. Last night, Evan Longoria's double in the 6th inning moved him beyond Ken Zobrist for first place on the Rays' all-time doubles list with 230. That led to a run leading off the 6th, and they later scored on the Beckham home run. There's Drupal Cabrera fouling the first pitch back. Strike one. Cabrera singled in the first, one of 3 hits the Rays have through the first 3 innings. The Rays seem to be trying to get something going there in the first when Souza and Cabrera put one out back-to-back singles together, but the double play ball got Warren out of that spot. Action in the Rays bullpen. Jose Dominguez is up. Cabrera pops it foul toward the bullpen, angling toward the stands, and that ball disappeared.
That's still up there. It went right into the ring.
Teixeira drew it over there and lost sight of it. And a couple folks in the front row covered their heads, and it never came down. Now you'll spend the rest of the evening, if you're sitting down there, as if the sword of Damocles was hanging over your head. Swing and a miss. Cabrera out on strikes. Here's Evan. Longoria grounded into the double play his first time.
I like how you went all Dennis Miller on us right there with the reference that like 15 to 18 people will get, and right now they've fallen off the couch, and the rest of us are going, I got to look up this sword of Damocles.
It may never fall, but you're not quite sure.
Well, I want to find out all about it now. Piqued my interest.
1 strike to count on Evan Longoria. Yankees shift for Evan. They have Stephen Drew on the shortstop side of second. One and two. Pitch riding in on Evan, and he fouls it with fastball. Rays had the 2 singles in the first, a 2-out single in the second, and that's been it so far. Ground ball headed toward the middle, grabbed by Gregorius, throw to first. Teixeira tried to scoop it and could not do it successfully. Longoria is aboard with a base hit.
Well, Didi Gregorius, since coming over from the Diamondbacks, really all aspects of the game, he struggled here in the early going, but this was a heck of an effort. Sliding up the middle, the spin and throw in one motion. A great chance to get Evan, and the scoop there, Mark Teixeira, usually very good. Not an easy scoop, but we've seen him make this play time and again. Tough hop in between, not able to corral it. Evan gets in. Right off the heel.
Well, let's see if the Rays can make that lead to something, but Desmond Jennings taking the pitch inside. Rays have not seen a lot of Warren. Jennings came into the game 1 of 3 against him. Evan came in 2 out of 8, so that's his 3rd hit and 10 at-bats against him, by far more than anybody else. Made the start against Boston on the 11th. He made 98 pitches in that game, threw 5 1/3. Left that game trailing 2-1. He leads 2-0 in this one. Two balls, 2 strikes.
Well, you remember Adam Warren tried to close Desmond Jennings out with a slider in his first at bat. He lined out. Gregorius comes in with a fastball there. 2-2 count. Does he go back to the wrinkle?
And it's 3-2.
And you throw that fastball in to try to set up that breaking ball away, and he just not able to get it to his spot. Out of the hand. It was below the zone. Good recognition by Desmond.
Runner goes. The pitch is a ball. And the Rays are going to have 2 men on. Jennings again laying off the slider, this time 3-2, and he draws the walk.
Yeah, that one a little bit more difficult. That was not a bad pitch by Warren, just below the zone. But again, Desmond Jennings with great pitch recognition, and he earns himself a walk.
So the Rays, for the 2nd time tonight with 1 out, have 2 men on base. Alan Dykstra, who hit a towering fly ball. He skied it to center his first time. And a curveball, it appeared. That was low. 1 ball, no strikes. Two 2-0. McCann and Warren talking it over with the middle infielders also involved. Warren last year, pretty good ERA at 2.97, 9 decisions, 3-6, 69 relief appearances. And a long one up the right field line. Is it fair? Fair ball. Hit the pole. And Alan Dykstra's first major league home run gives the Rays a 3-2 lead. Dykstra's second hit with the Rays. His first long one, and it gives them a lead.
Just that quickly. Evan Longoria, an infield hit. Desmond Jennings takes a walk, and Alan Dykstra right down the line off the foul pole, right into that netting.
So the Rays do cash in on this opportunity. Logan Forsythe fouls it back. That's a strike. Well, a thrill for Alan Dykstra. Just fair down the right field line.
You know what? You got to give credit where credit is due. And we talked earlier about our producer, Kevin Patterson, and his idea about how to track home runs was in my ear the pitch before that saying 3-run homer, Dykstra. He's going to get one here.
That's why he's the producer.
I think he saw it before we did. This is really good.
1 and 2.
He's having himself quite a night.
He's the brains of the operation.
Oh, without question.
It's grading on a curve, though. So, what's it worth? There's a high shot. Back into deep left center. Young looks up, and that baby's gone. Long home run off the bat of Logan Forsythe. And the Rays lead 4-2. Rays bats coming alive with a long ball. Back to back, Dykstra and Forsythe.
Boy, that's just how quickly a lead can evaporate. The big 3-run homer by Dykstra, and then Logan Forsythe pounded that ball deep out into left center field.
Logan's second home run of the year.
Boy, fastball right down Broadway. And Logan, you see him lock, load, and deliver.
Beckham takes the pitch down. There's the home run by Dykstra. Right off the screening adjacent to the foul pole. Dykstra and Forsythe going back to back. There's a line drive right at Gregorius for the out. Beckham was out number 2. Last back to back against the Orioles last September, and it was Longoria and Loney. Dykstra and Forsythe tonight. Bobby Wilson.
Well, you know what? A late night back in for the Rays. Took him a couple innings to shake off the cobwebs, shake out the cobwebs, and then get to work.
One and 1.
Tell you, this team, they just love to play the game hard. They love playing with each other. Great camaraderie on the team. And this little burst by the Rays offense has the Yankee bullpen busy. Esmail Rogers up and throwing.
Forsythe with his second home run. His first home run came against the Orioles on the second game of the year when he had that deep at bat against the Orioles starter Wei-Yin Chen. Now to Bobby Wilson, and he draws the walk. Wilson continues to get good at bats. You know, as a backup catcher, you don't get that many chances, but every time we've seen him up there, he has a good at bat.
That has been, you know, we talked about it last homestand, the season opening series, about how this team was starting to put together the identity of a team ready to hit, but also working good at bats up and down the lineup. And you know, you're seeing it consistently. You know, they'll go out there and take a rip at a first pitch out over. But time and again, this team leads Major League Baseball in drawing walks.
Kevin Kiermaier takes that for a ball. And the interesting thing about that is, I think you could say that this lineup is more aggressive than last year. And the result of that, interestingly enough, is that they're drawing all these walks as well. It's a low strike right there at the knees, 1-1. Good cut. It's now 1-2. Chopper headed toward Drew. Throw to first, gets the hustling Kiermaier. But the Rays have a very big inning in the fourth. They score 4. They get back-to-back home runs from Alan Dykstra and Logan Forsythe. And at the end of 4, they have a 2-run, 4-2 lead.
Let's teach them well, let's teach them wise. Make sure we teach them not to lie. Tell them all they'll need to know.
You do all you can to keep them safe. So do we. The 2015 Mitsubishi Outlander with available forward collision mitigation. Named one of America's safest CUVs. Now 0% APR for 72 months on a Mitsubishi Outlander.
The Steak and Shake half-price happy hour is upon us. One must train to awaken at 2 a.m. for hand-dipped milkshakes.
But there's another one during the day, between 2 and 5 p.m.
Happy hour just got happier. Get half-price shakes now from 2 to 5 at Steak and Shake.
There is no royal blood in this country. Nothing is reserved for anyone. It's all just out there, waiting for someone to reach out and take it. And the ones who do, these are the kings and queens of America.
We are Black Horse. We are Top Sports.
Tomorrow, MLB on Fox Sports 1 returns with back-to-back AL East showdowns as the Orioles take on the Red Sox, followed by the Yankees squaring off against the Rays. Coverage begins at 3:30 p.m. Eastern on America's home for baseball every Saturday. Fox Sports 1 and streaming live on Fox Sports Go. Long ball tonight. A couple of home runs by New York and back-to-back blasts by the Rays out of Alan Dykstra and Logan Forsythe. So we go to the 5th with the Rays leading 4-2. It'll be the top of the order to face Carnes. Jacoby Ellsbury looks at a strike.
Yeah, and an important inning here for Nathan Carnes for that reason. He's been handed a lead. He's at the top of the Yankee order for the 3rd time.
Fouls it back, 0-2. You know, we're talking about the good at-bats the Rays have gotten consistently up and down the order here in the first couple weeks of the season. And I'm just thinking about the first home run that Forsythe hit this year, the one that we referenced off Wei-Yin Chen. You know, he got behind 0-2 in that count and worked an 11-pitch at bat to take it to 3-2, and on the 11th pitch he hit the home run. We've seen on that last road trip what Beckham did with that 10-pitch at bat, pinch hit after getting down on the count. So the Rays have been aggressive offensively, but they've also been disciplined to the point of just working some ridiculously long at bats and turning them to their advantage.
Not comfortable at bats. You know, when you're down 0-2 early and you're battling, fouling off tough pitch after tough pitch, not very easy.
Here's Beckham gloving this one off the bat of Ellsbury. One away. 4-3. Chase Headley, the third baseman for the Yankees,
number 12,
about to step in. It's a strike. Boy, what it is, what a lift it is for a pitcher. You're down 2-0 and suddenly your lineup gives you 4 runs in the lead. You can go back out there in the 5th inning with a lead. A little different look.
It's like a reset, especially starting at the top of the order. You're just back out there, and you've been given a new lease. Make the most of it. And you can see, even in the body language here of Nathan Carnes, that confidence. A couple of balls out over the plate have left the yard, but still keeping his team in it, and now working with the lead.
And there's that other sense as well that this is what your teammates have done for you, and now you got to go out there and do something for them. So that's at work.
You know, and with the bullpen out there, the pitch count going north, getting close to 100. Double barrel action in the bullpen. You can see Nathan Carnes emptying the tank. These pitches are max effort.
Headley fouls off the off-speed pitch. Frieri. Dominguez was up earlier last inning. Frieri has joined him. Strike call. Fastball caught him looking. Third time Headley's been out on strikes tonight. Second time looking.
Boy, arm side, and he runs it right to the corner. Look at this. I mean, splits Bobby Wilson in two right on the corner, driving that pitch right to a spot and locking up Headley.
Beltran takes the first pitch for a ball, and a nice job by Wilson receiving that pitch as well. You give Wendelstedt just a good look. Nothing that would indicate he's trying to persuade the umpire. Just a good look.
Take that outside corner and put it right in the middle of your body.
Two and one.
And you see on that particular pitch in a 2-0 count, he's not going to venture that far off. He wants Nathan Carnes to come out a little bit more over the plate. Still in a good spot, but doesn't have to go and venture as far off as he was with Headley.
And back with strike two.
And now you've got a chance. Now it depends on what they're going to do. Are they going to try to drop something off speed out over the plate below the zone with or the fastball up, or does he go back to the corner? See him a little bit further out there now.
He took a shot. Missed with the fastball. The count is full.
No, not a bad idea, because that ball down has been being called tonight by Hunter Wendelstedt.
Just a piece of it, forcing another 3-2 pitch. Foul ball again. Beltran making it difficult. Ground ball into shallow right where Beckham is. And out of the shift, he throws him out. We go to the home half of inning 5, 4-2 Rays.
Hey, Dad, can you open the moonroof?
Sure.
Oh, look at that thing. You know, I used to share a bedroom with 9 siblings and 3 dogs. We used to take turns looking out of one window. I only saw the moon 3 times before my 16th birthday.
That's awful.
It is awful, and it's also not true.
You know what's awful? Your driving's awful.
BMW, the ultimate driving machine. Hurry in now to the BMW Sports Activity Sales Event for exceptional offers.
Can you see it?
Don't miss the AL East Showdown when the Rays battle the Yankees on Saturday, April 18th. You'll bend over backwards for an Alex Cobb Gumby available for all fans. For tickets, call 888-FAN-RAYS or visit RaysBaseball.com. Rays up.
Revolution. Fox's Sun Sports is your home for AL East rivalries. It's a must-watch matchup as the Rays get ready for a crucial 3-game series against the division rival Yankees. It's the Yankees and the Rays, April 17th through the 19th on Fox's Sun Sports, where Rays fans live.
Run away here with me. This award season, the red carpet has shades of green. The spotlight shines all day. Lost soul to and the best four-wheeler of the year lets you go where others can't. 2 kids, you and me. So you end up with the best seats in the house. The 2015 Jeep Award Season event. Well-qualified current lessees of competitive vehicles get a low-mileage lease on Cherokee Latitude front-wheel drive for $259 a month.
Tampa Bay Rays baseball on Sun Sports is brought to you by Courtesy Toyota. You'll love what we do for you. By Geico, 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Visit us at geico.com or call 1-800-947-AUTO. And by Grow Financial. Don't go through life. Grow through life with Grow Financial Federal Credit Union. Nathan Carnes with a 4-2 lead as the Rays come in to hit in the bottom of the 5th inning. New pitcher out there for New York. Warren gone after 4. Will Rogers delivers the first pitch to Steven Souza Jr. and it's a strike. Souza 1 out of 2 tonight. Singled his first time. 0-2.
Well, it's the Rays who are able to get into the Yankee bullpen first here tonight. And in the bottom of the 5th inning. Well, it was the outburst in the 4th that did Adam Warren in. Seemed to be cruising up to that point.
So the Rays got their 4 runs, 6 hits, couple walks, 2 home runs on an 80-pitch night for Warren. Rogers with a jump on Souza. Ball 2 strikes. Two and 2. A strike call there at the knees on the curveball.
Well, Rogers will attack hitters with both the curveball and the slider, and this was the curveball, 77 miles an hour, and he spun this one nicely right to the bottom of the zone.
So Asdrubal Cabrera Yankees shift for Cabrera. And another curveball, this one to start him.
And interestingly enough, it's not the extreme shift. You know, with nobody on base, a lot of times you'll see that second baseman, in this case Stephen Drew, way out into right field, shallow right field, but not here.
And another curveball. Cabrera's down in the count, 0-2.
About the only time you don't see the extreme shift with nobody on base is if the hitter at the plate runs very, very well. And so you want to cut down the distance of the throw.
It's a ball and 2 strikes. Throwing again in the bullpen. up the right field side for the Rays. Barnes had made 106 pitches through 5.
Coming off that tough series up in Toronto at the plate. A hit here tonight, looking to get it going offensively. Has been as advertised, very solid out in the field.
Two and two. After getting ahead 0-2, Rogers finds the count full with Cabrera fouling away a couple of pitches and taking a couple pitches. Three-two. Chopped to first. Back of the bag fair. Rogers covers. Cabrera's the second out. That brings up Evan Longoria. Evan with 4 hits in his career off Rogers. 3 of those have been home runs. 4 for 13. Ball, no strikes. Well, Evan, with an infield hit in the 4th inning, started that 4-run frame. One and one. Fastball into him, and it's now 2-1.
Well, Rogers well aware of the success of Evan Longoria, trying to pitch him backwards. A couple of curveballs to start him off, a fastball in off the plate. Regardless, he's ended up in a good hitter's count.
Ooh, and he let it loose right there. Fastball took a big cut.
Well, Evan got the heater that he was looking for. This pitch middle away. 91 miles an hour, just out of the reach.
Foul the other way, out of play, so we'll see another 2-2 pitch. Here the Rays lead 4-2. Tigers won again. They're 9-1. Beat the White Sox 2-1. Pop foul. And the Padres beat the Cubs today in Chicago 5-4. James Shields, the former Ray, picking up the victory. Cubs had called up Chris Bryant. It cleaned up and went 0 for 4. Yeah, there's ball 3. So the count is full.
Another extended at bat. Rogers up to 20 pitches.
And there's ball 4. So he got ahead of Longoria, then went to 3-2, and after a couple of foul balls, walked him on a 3-2 curveball.
And the look by Joe Girardi says it all.
Number 8, Desmond Jennings.
I'm real happy.
It does right there. Perfect.
Well, what are you going to do?
One look worth 1,000 words right there. And here is Desmond Jennings. Jennings walked and scored his last time. And he takes ball 1. Ooh, big cut there. Jennings trying to put a little distance there between the Rays and the Yankees with that cut.
We've seen some of these fastballs from Rogers stay true, four-seam style. Others have a little dip at the end, that little sink two-seamer, and that one just darted below the swing of Desmond Jennings.
Now Desmond down in the count.
Well, yeah, and then of course he comes back with the very next fastball, the one that stays true, same plane, no sink at the end, and it's out over the plate. And Desmond would like to have flipped.
Sometimes you just can't believe what you see.
Right. Where you're like, well, I don't want this one to dart again, and you take it and you're like, that was the one I could have crushed.
Out of play, fouling the fastball back. Rogers working the fifth in relief of Adam Warren. Warren touched for 4 runs, including back-to-back home runs from Dykstra and Forsythe. Dykstra is on deck, hoping to get a chance to bat in the fifth. Jennings fouling it again. Foul ball again. For the Blue Jays. And the Braves are tied 5-5 in the bottom of the fifth in Toronto. Blue Jays had a 4-2 lead. The Braves grabbed a 5-4 lead. Now Toronto with a run in the bottom of the fifth inning. Josh Donaldson has hit a couple of home runs. Russell Martin has hit one. And Devon Travis has hit another one, the young second baseman. Jennings out on strikes, missed the breaking ball. So we go to the sixth inning. Teixeira, McCann, and Rodriguez due up. Rodriguez hit a homer in the second. Rays have hit 2 home runs with Dykstra and Forsythe going back-to-back in the fourth. And as we go to the sixth inning, it's 4-2 Tampa Bay.
Ford is taking the EcoBoost Challenge all across America.
It puts you back in the seat.
Check out the new Mustang and find out why Ford is the brand more people buy and buy again.
Mustang's got a lot of pickup. As soon as I hit that gas, that EcoBoost is there.
I can't believe it's a 4-cylinder. Good on the performance side, good at the pump.
Definitely a winner.
Now during the EcoBoost Challenge, lease a 2015 Mustang for just $249 per month. Hurry into the Ford EcoBoost Challenge at your local Southern Ford dealer.
Listen up, America!
The price of life insurance has gone down 60% over the last 15 years. Many Americans know they need it, and some that have life insurance know they don't have enough. How would your family get by without you? How are you planning for the uncertainties of life? Find out how easy it is to protect the ones you love. The quote is free and there are no obligations. Listen up, America. Call now.
If you had a heart attack, would you call a referral service? Of course not. If you had an accident and were injured, would the insurance company expect you to see an attorney or doctor first? If you've been injured in an accident, call me first. One visit to the emergency room may use up all your treatment benefits. Call me now, 305-595-9920. 305-595-9920.
Orioles, Red Sox, Yankees, Rays. Saturday on Fox Sports 1.
Top half of the sixth inning, Rays leading the Yankees 4-2. Kevin Cash looking at his lineup card. Very special guest with me. Look at this, guys. He was once a little green slab of clay. It's Gumby right here. Life-size Gumby, which we bring up the Gumby here because tomorrow's a giveaway item. Look, Gumby can do exactly what the Alex Cobb Gumby is doing here. We put the arm straight. Gumby's arms go straight. We lift the leg up, put the arm up. It's Gumby, and it's a giveaway tomorrow for all fans who come to the Yankees and Rays middle game of this 3-game series. It'll be an Alex Cobb Gumby giveaway tomorrow. Make sure you're here, 7:10 first pitch. You won't want to miss the giveaway. We're not giving away life-size Gumby. We're giving away the smaller version. Guys, back to you. Hanging out with Gumby on the porch. Life is good.
It is good indeed. Everybody wants a Gumby.
And Gumby's doing good work out there on the porch.
Yeah.
He hasn't left. We saw him earlier in a James Shields throwback uni. And now hanging with Todd. Shirts come off.
Hey. Well, he got fueled. A little refreshment early. New pitchers Ernesto Frieri. 2-2 the count on Teixeira. Walked and hit a fly ball to left. McCann will be next. 5 innings for Carnes. 106 pitches. 2 hits, 2 runs. Both hits home runs. 7 strikeouts and 4 walks. And here's Frieri on 2-2 to Teixeira. Full count.
Well, that's been the theme of the night. Both of these offenses are working a lot of deep pitch counts, and that's what got Nathan Carnes out of there. 5 innings, over 100 pitches. Just the 2 runs given up, and the Rays are going to need to get 4 solid innings out of their pen.
Towering fly ball, not too deep to right for Sousa Jr. And that's 1 out in the 6th inning.
Number 34, Brian McCann.
We'll bring up the catcher, Brian McCann. You saw C.J. Riefenhauser throwing in the bullpen. McCann takes a breaking pitch for a strike. Orioles batting in the 6th inning at Boston, tied with the Red Sox 2-2. Well, 1-1. Well, 2-1. Alex Rodriguez on deck. 3 balls and a strike.
And after the charge that he put into that fastball in his first at bat, you'd like to see him come up with nobody on. Here in a 3-1 count. Ernesto needs to make a pitch.
And he loses the catcher, McCann. And so Alex Rodriguez continues to chase Willie Mays. Mays with 660 home runs. Here's a look at number 600 for Mays. That came in San Diego off Mike Corkin in 1969. Willie Mays, 660 home runs. There's a strike to Rodriguez. Mays hit number 660 in New York as a member of the Mets off Reds left-hander Don Gullett. One and one. Right now, 657 for Alex Rodriguez. Ball, 2 strikes.
Frieri with a couple fastballs here in this at bat, right to the outside corner. He's able to drive that pitch away from Alex Rodriguez while keeping it down in the zone. Let's see if he follows it up with the breaking ball or goes back with the heat.
And a long one to left, down the line, and that ball is fair and out of here. Alex Rodriguez with his second home run of the night turns the fastball around.
The first 2 fastballs of the at-bat. The first pitch he threw him, the third pitch he threw him, he was able to bore right to the outside corner. Alex Rodriguez got a good look at the heater, but nothing that he could handle. He comes back with one in a 1-2 count, and this leaped right out over the heart of the plate, and Alex Rodriguez timed it up. And his second of the night. And here he's trying to go away. Look where this pitch ends up. You see that catcher reaching back over the heart of the plate. It typically does not end well for the pitcher.
Stephen Drew, and the pitch is down and into him. So 2 home runs for Alex Rodriguez. He has 658 now. Rodriguez accounting for 3 of the 4 New York runs tonight. Well, 1 and 2. 61 multi-home run games for Alex Rodriguez. His last one came against Kansas City in 2012. Fastball, and Drew missed it. 2 outs.
No, he's done most of his home run damage off of the fastball. Of course, 2 here tonight off the heater. You got Daniel Norris. The Rays saw him up in Toronto on a heater deep into left center field. He's been turning around the fastball. The mistake's out over. He's gotten 2 tonight and cashed in.
Here's Young. Golfs it foul, strike 1, so it's a tie game now, 4-4. 49 of those home runs for Rodriguez off Rays pitching. David Ortiz is next with 44. Fly ball into left. Jennings takes care of that. to McCann, and then the home run on a 1-2 fastball. Alex Rodriguez ties this game 4-4.
There are 16 fresh picked oranges squeezed into each bottle of Tropicana Pure Premium, and absolutely no space for added sugar, water, or preservatives. Tropicana. We put the good in morning.
Nissan Altima. With up to 270 horsepower, blind spot warning, and premium interior. For a limited time, lease Altima just $189 per month, or choose 0% financing for up to 72 months. Altima, the ride you can always rely on. Shop your local Nissan store and choose Nissan.com. Innovation that excites.
I used to love it when my parents went to the bank. I could jump on the bed, throw pillows, raid the fridge, and play all my favorite video games for hours before they get back. But now, thanks to GTE Financial, my parents do all their banking from home, on their phone or tablet. So I can't do anything but homework. Lame. Thanks a lot, GTE, for ruining my life.
Almost everyone loves GTE Financial. Join today and help us celebrate our 80th anniversary.
Good morning. There are 16 fresh picked oranges squeezed into each bottle of Tropicana Pure Premium, and absolutely no space for added sugar, water, or preservatives. Tropicana. We put the good in morning.
April brings out the passion in everyone. Share yours.
4-4 ball game. Ernesto Frieri touched by Alex Rodriguez for a 2-run home run. Frieri gave up a couple on the road trip to Saltalamacchia and Pompeii. And now on to Alex Rodriguez tonight. Bottom of the 6th, Alan Dykstra, who belted a 3-run home run in the 4th inning. Bats against Rogers. 1-0 the count. So Rogers had a lengthy 5th inning. He faced only 4 men, walked 1, left a man on. He's already up to 30 pitches. There's a high sky pop to the left side. Headley, the third baseman, takes care of that.
Well, let's take a look at that sequence to Alex Rodriguez by Ernesto Frieri. Fastball in a great spot. Outside corner, the breaking ball. Alex takes another fastball right to the corner, but then watch this. Leaked. And when they leak, a lot of times they get hammered.
Logan Forsythe. Forsythe followed up Dykstra's home run with one of his own in the 4th. Strike the count. One and one now. Chop back to third. Throw from Headley, and it's there in time. 2 up, 2 down.
That's a nice play by Chase Headley as he's backing up. You know, you're trying to get the hop that you want, all the while understanding who's coming out of the box, what kind of speed they have. And Chase Headley decides to go ahead, back up, get a nice hop, throw off his back foot, and record the out.
Justin Wilson down to the Yankees bullpen. Tim Beckham. 1 strike. Beckham has struck out and lined out to short. Line drive caught there by Gregorius. 1, 2, 3 go the Rays. On to the 7th inning. Tied 4-4.
You better have a jetpack under there, Turtle.
Tortoise, actually.
On your mark. Get set. Go!
Later, roadkill.
On your left. Coming through.
Plot twist.
Who's your turtle? Huh?
Introducing the hair-raising power and performance of the Mercedes-AMG GT. It's no fairy tale.
This is what you might find at their new car sale. And this is what you'll find at AutoNation. When it comes to sale prices, we don't clown around.
The AutoNation Savings Event has been extended. Get new Silverados, up to $12,000 off MSRP. Or new Equinox, $169 a month. Sign and drive. Who you gonna call? AutoNation! AutoNation Chevy has 6 South Florida locations.
The fact is, most people paid less at AutoNation.
You deserve nothing less than the best. You deserve your 6 South Florida Mercedes-Benz dealerships in Miami, Pembroke Pines, Fort Lauderdale, Pompano, Coconut Creek, and Delray, where you get the best for less than you'd expect, like a new 2015 Mercedes-Benz C300 Sports Sedan for only $339 a month. Get the best for less than you'd expect. MercedesFLA.com.
My name is Sugar Rashad Evans, and this season of The Ultimate Fighter changes everything.
Well, the starting pitcher's out of this game. We're tied 4-4. Alex Rodriguez opened the scoring with a home run back in the 2nd inning. And he brought the New York Yankees even with a 2-run home run in the 6th. After the Rays had gotten back-to-back home runs from Alan Dykstra, a 3-run blast in the 4th, and then Logan Forsythe. Forsythe's home run made it a 4-2 Rays lead until A-Rod hit the home run in the 6th inning. And at the end of 6, we're tied 4-4. C.J. Riefenhauser will be the new pitcher for the Rays, following Nathan Carnes and Ernesto Frieri. T.D. Gregorius leads it off. Pitch is upstairs. Riefenhauser, last year, 7 appearances, and has just joined the Rays today from Durham. Gregorius sends it to center. Kiermaier's there to catch it, 1 out in the 7th. Jeff Beliveau placed on the disabled list today, and Riefenhauser gets the summons from Durham. Well, he faces the left-handed bat of Jacoby Ellsbury. Ellsbury misses the fastball, strike 1. Steve Geltz is up in the Rays bullpen.
Steve Geltz has gotten some work here in the early part of the season, including a start in an odd game for the Rays as they tried to piece something together in the National League ballpark. But he has shown himself up to the task. You hope the same for CJ.
Missed for the breaking ball. It's 2-1.
Jacoby Ellsbury 4 out of 12 this season against left-handers. Hit .300 against lefties last year.
Lifts it foul. It'll be out of play. And squares the count at 2-2. Riefenhauser grew up in New York. In fact, grew up as a Yankee fan. And of those 7 appearances he made last year for the Rays, 4 were against New York. Comes up, joins the club today, and in there against the Yankees again. Chase Headley. He's on deck, switch hitting third baseman.
Interesting too, Riefenhauser, a lefty specialist type of guy. Look where he's set up on the rubber. I mean, at the far third base side.
Check swing, foul ball. Let's see another 3-2.
I mean, and he's got just the tip of that left shoe. There's a lot of rubber not in front of that, but I'll tell you, he's got a little bit, just a slight crossfire, and he'll sweep the breaking ball, bore the fastball. But interesting setup.
A little tap again.
And that delivery there, actually a good line towards the glove on the outside corner. And when you face a right-handed hitter, it's a little bit easier for you to get that fastball in if you so choose to do it. You can also sink and run it away from him.
And he misses inside to Ellsbury. 6th walk given up by Rays pitching tonight. Here's what's coming up Sunday on Rays Live, the pregame show, presented by your Gulf Coast Honda dealers. It'll be a kids Sunday, by the way, and Orestes Destrado will break down Alex Rodriguez. Chase Headley takes the pitch upstairs. The Yankees run Headley, Beltran, and Teixeira back to back here. 3 switch hitters in a row. That's a strike.
Well, that's one way to combat matchups. Although, every hitter has a side that he's more proficient at. So managers will choose in tight situations.
Keep an eye on Ellsbury. And a strike. Riefenhauser got the zone away from Headley.
Chase Headley, career .256 hitter against lefties, .269 against righties. You got to keep your eye on Ellsbury. Since the beginning of the 2013 season, he is now 93 out of 103 in stolen bases. And that's his career.
Yankees have 3 steals this year. He has 2 of them.
This was a team that was 3rd in the American League last year in stolen bases. A big reason why Jacoby Ellsbury, also Gardner.
Away, 2-2. Brett Gardner not in the lineup again tonight for New York. With a wrist issue, his right wrist. 2-2. One hop shot. Cabrera short. Out at second. Out at first. Cabrera, Beckham to Dykstra. Headley hit it hard. Cabrera stayed with it and started the double play with the toss to Beckham. 7th inning stretch time in the ballpark. Tied 4-4.
The BMW i8's full-color head-up display keeps you focused on the road ahead, even when you're driving the BMW 3 Series. This and other BMW i8 innovations available in the BMW 3 Series. We only make one thing, the ultimate driving machine. Hurry into your BMW Center today and take advantage of exclusive offers.
Spin by H.H. Gregg to see some reasons why J.D. Power ranked H.H. Gregg highest in customer satisfaction among largest appliance retailers. Thousands of the biggest names in stock. Whirlpool, Maytag, Samsung, LG, KitchenAid, GE, and hundreds of appliances on display. Refrigerators, ovens, dishwashers, washers, dryers. Now use your H.H. Gregg credit card and save an extra 5% off major appliances, $497 and up. So spin by H.H. Gregg and hhgregg.com.
There is no royal blood in this country. Nothing is reserved for anyone. It's all just out there, waiting for someone to reach out and take it. And the ones who do, these are the kings and queens of America.
Fox's Sun Sports is your home for AL East rivalries. It's a must-watch matchup as the Rays get ready for a crucial 3-game series against the division rival Yankees. It's the Yankees and the Rays, April 17th through the 19th on Fox's Sun Sports, where Rays fans live.
Well, all knotted up at 4 here, the bottom of the 7th at Tropicana Field. Watch this inning-ending double play. What a heck of a play by Asdrubal Cabrera. The flip is what did it. A long way to flip, and I'll tell you, he powered that thing over to Tim Beckham, and that's what allowed them to complete that double play.
Now Bobby Wilson after the first pitch here in the bottom of the inning with a popper down the third base side and near the bullpen. As it turns out, neither Headley nor Gregorius could get there, and I think they, especially Headley, thought they should have had a play on that.
Yeah, and Chase Headley not happy for a couple of reasons. The play that we just showed, number one, and number two, I think he felt like he had a play, and Gregorius kind of gets in his way. I think he feels that he could get a shot at it, not happy at all.
Another chance for Wilson. He takes a strike.
There have been some decisions out in the field and on the base paths made by Didi Gregorius here in the early part of the season that has left more than a number of people scratching their heads, and that doesn't help.
Yeah, and a tough spot for him, as we discussed earlier. You see, he's in there bumping Headley, and of course there's no chance for him to move down that railing at all. And Gregorius acknowledging that he was in the way. There's a liner caught by Young. You know, tough spot for Gregorius, but for the reasons that we mentioned earlier, replacing Jeter, he's in New York. He says he's all right. He's not nervous about it, but boy, you could understand how he could be subject to the pressure of both of those elements. Pitching change coming back in a moment.
Sinking concrete slab? LRE can re-level your sinking driveway, pool deck, or sidewalk with PolyLevel. This affordable and efficient process builds voids and relevels concrete. Call today for a free quote.
1-800-580-0229.
Now at Chili's, Fresh Mex pairings. Pick any two for just $8. Chili's, fresh. It's happening now.
The first hybrid in America, a Honda. The first to meet the Clean Air Act standards, a Honda. And now we're the first to do something else, the Honda Dream Garage sales event. Right now, you can get an amazing deal on a Honda Accord, named a 2015 IIHS Top Safety Pick.
The Honda Dream Garage Sales Event. Get a dream deal on an Accord with standard rearview camera. Now, at your Honda dealer.
Sometimes the little things last the longest. Give extra, get extra.
Orioles, Red Sox, Yankees, Rays. Saturday on Fox Sports 1.
To look at the young shortstop coming over from Arizona, D.D. Gregorius. The T-Mobile game changer, and just not right. You know, when you think about the shoes he's stepping into.
And it goes far beyond those numbers. Those numbers, I mean, they speak pretty loudly on their own, but it goes far beyond that on what Derek Jeter meant to the New York Yankees. Not easy.
Justin Wilson, the left-hander, 27 years old, the new pitcher for the Yankees. Big cut and a foul on the fastball. That fastball gets up there in a hurry. Mid-90s. And it's 1-1. His challenge has been command. Great arm, as we can see readily.
And how often do we talk about that with guys that have big fastballs? You know, for whatever reason, you know, a lot of times just the velocity that they create, there's a lot of body movement. It's full max effort all the time, and a lot of times those guys, that delivery sometimes can go haywire as they're trying to create the velo.
2-2. Another one there. Betances, the right-hander, up in the bullpen. He has not been exactly what they had hoped for in the early stages of this season, coming off outstanding performance last year. Wilson was in 70 games for Pittsburgh last year. And as we've seen already, he's at 95, 96. And that one at 95 is on the corner. Strike three.
Well, you're waiting for that one mistake out over the plate. And in a 2-2 count, Justin Wilson throws the best pitch of the AB.
So he gets Kiermaier. Steven Souza Jr. do, and we're going to have another change.
This is your chance to view the rarest diamonds on planet Earth.
If you're looking for a unique and beautiful diamond,
come to the Golden Diamond Source April 17th through the 19th for our fancy colored diamond event.
Naturally colored diamonds' beauty is unparalleled.
They are the most valuable diamonds in the world based on price per carat.
From extremely rare red and blue diamonds to the soft allure of pink diamonds, nothing surpasses the vivid beauty of these intense gems.
Come learn about the investment value on these rare diamonds during our fancy colored diamond event.
April 17th through the 19th, only at the Golden Diamond Source.
Ford is taking the EcoBoost Challenge all across America with Escape and Fusion.
I like the sexy look to it.
EPA estimated 37 miles per gallon on the highway.
Are you serious?
Escape have every feature you could even imagine.
I just opened my trunk with my foot. I prefer, without a doubt, the Escape over the CR-V.
My opinion of Ford has dramatically changed.
During the EcoBoost Challenge, lease an Escape with Sync and Sound for $199 per month, or a Fusion with Sync and Sound for $179 per month. Only at your local Southern Ford dealer.
When a day's work was mining for gold under the frozen ground for 12 straight hours, happy hour had a whole new meaning. And when the men sat down for their banquet, Mr. Coors brought a beer worthy of the occasion. A beer that's still known as the banquet beer.
We are Black Force. We are Front Force.
by Chevron in the middle game of this series on Fox Sports 1. Tanaka for New York, Odorizzi for the Rays. Jake looking for his third win of the year. He's been outstanding, and it's been a challenge for Masahiro Tanaka so far. Now here's Betances, Dylan Betances in, and he throws a breaking ball that's in there for a strike to Souza. And you can see the breakout here for Betances, how difficult it has been to find the zone so far this year through 4 games.
Well, he's worked 4 1/3 innings, and he's given up 10 base runners. 4 hits, 6 walks. Been very difficult for him to repeat that delivery and get to the consistent release point. And just pitches have been all over the place.
1-2.
And that too, you could almost circle the velocity right there. We remember Betances from last year when he was able to ring up 135 strikeouts in 90 innings. Always in the upper 90s with the heater.
Little number to the right side off the mitt. Up to Shera, rolling beyond the second base bag. You know, the way that play developed is a little strange because it was cued off the end of the bat. And Betances, a beat late leaving the mound, turned out to be academic because the ball was deflected off the mitt up to Shera anyway.
Yeah, this ball, a little breaking ball, and you see a little cue shot. That's going to have some English on it. Mark Teixeira goes down and kind of swats this ball out towards Gregorius right off the heel of the glove. An outside edge.
And here is Asdrubal Cabrera. There goes Sousa. The throw to second is not in time. Gregorius could not come up with the throw. And the Rays right away steal second base.
And he may have gotten hit right in the back with that throw. Well, not wasting any time. The Rays, they've shown themselves to be aggressive on the base paths. And that throw, let's take a look. Yes, it did. Square in the back.
One strike to count to Cabrera. Down and in, 1-1. So the Rays taking advantage of the infield hit with a swipe of second. Have Sousa in scoring position against Betances.
You know, in those 90 innings last year, Betances gave up 12 stolen bases in 15 attempts. Second one he's given up this year.
That's an element the Rays have more of this year than they have the last season or two. This breaking ball drops in there, and Asdrubal Cabrera is down 1-2. Did he go? No, says Jerry Lane. On the breaking ball, and the count is 2-2. That was close.
Yeah, it was. Sharp break. It's just off the plate away. Cabrera took it right up to the line, but didn't cross it.
A little tapper right side. Betances there to cover, and the Rays leave a man. We go to the 8th. 4-4 tie. Tie ball game here, 4-4. Tonight's game summary brought to you by Gold and Diamond Source. Alex Rodriguez, a couple of home runs. 658 for his career. Alan Dykstra, a 3-run shot for the Rays. Logan Forsythe has hit one. And as we go to the 8th, Carlos Beltran facing Kevin Jepson. First pitch misses. 1 ball, no strikes. Beltran to Sharon McCann. Down into the middle part of the New York lineup. Curveball. Jepson got the Rays out of a major spot in the 8th inning of last night's game up in Toronto with the bases loaded and nobody out. The Rays went on to win that game 4-2. Two and one.
We've seen Jepson with that fastball hovers in the mid-90s. He's got the power curveball to go with it. Occasional changeup to a lefty. And he has been excellent for the Rays here in the early going.
There's a base hit through the open side of the infield. He takes it the other way against the shift. Beltran has himself a base hit. Well, here's that performance by Jepson last night.
Oh, man, what made it so great was the Rays with a 4-run lead. It's bases loaded, nobody out, and you're going to go through Bautista and Encarnacion. You got Bautista to fly out shallow enough, no advancement. Encarnacion a sac fly to center, and then finish it off. Leonardo Navarro grounding out, and he gets out of the bases loaded, nobody out jam, just giving up 1 run through the heart of the lineup. Tremendous, and that went a long way towards the Rays holding on and winning that game 4-2.
Yankees have Brett Gardner pinch running at first. Teixeira takes a strike. Gardner with the bad wrist, but he can run, and he's in there to run for Beltran right now. Back in Beltran, who had, as you know, played over in the National League with the Astros and the Mets and the Cardinals. Spent time with the Royals and the Yankees in the American League, and that little ground ball was his 1,000th American League hit. And a move to first. Nice pickup there by Dykstra.
Yep, that's 2 pickoff attempts in a row by Kevin Jepson that have gone into the dirt. Alan Dykstra keeping both of them from sneaking by. Some nifty glove work. Tie ball game, 8th inning. You've got speed on first base. Jepson gave up 4 stolen bases last year in 65 innings. You see that quick little flip over there, and Dykstra with a nice backhand.
Teixeira looks a high fly ball. Kiermaier in center field takes care of it. Not very deep. 1 away in the 8th. Here's the catcher, Brian McCann. McCann walked in front of the home run by Alex Rodriguez in the 6th inning.
Did you see where Bobby Wilson sat up right there? That was not a pitch out, but he set up anticipating Brett Gardner may be going. He was nowhere near. There was no chance that the delivery by Jepson could be called a strike from where he was set up.
Pitch away, 2-0. There's a strike, fastball, 2-1.
Well, you don't want to straight pitch out Look where Bobby Wilson is set up on pitch number 1. They're nowhere near, almost in the other batter's box.
And now it's ball 3. Alex Rodriguez on deck. There goes Gardner, and the pitch is skied to center. Kiermaier is there to grab it. 2 outs. Two gone with Gardner at first, and Alex Rodriguez, who has 2 home runs tonight. One came in the 2nd inning against Nathan Carnes. The other one came in the 6th inning. A 2-run home run connecting off Ernesto Frieri. And now it's Kevin Jepson out there on the hill. A-Rod is 0 for 10 in his career against Jepson. Swing and a foul ball. Big cut, big uppercut. You know what he was thinking about.
Well, power on power. Kevin Jepson not backing down from the challenge is going to come with heat down the middle of the plate, and Alex Rodriguez with a big swing. Here it is. A little backswing caught Bobby Wilson in the mask.
The 0-1 from Jepson. How about that? Dropping that curveball in there for strike 2. Howie.
I think he waved himself off.
I think he
may have. I think he wanted to call it. That was strange.
Yeah, it's 1-1. That pitch down has been called a strike tonight. Little tapper, third base side foul. So the count now is 1-2. We saw that home run list there a moment ago. With the 2 tonight by Alex Rodriguez, closing to within 2 of Willie Mays. He's 4th on the all-time home run list. Gardner at first, 2 outs, 1-2 to Alex Rodriguez. Two. On Gardner.
Brett Gardner's been stuck over there at first base for a while and probably getting antsy to go. Now 2 strikes here on Alex Rodriguez, and Kevin Jepson pays him a little mind.
He's going. Pitch high, and the throw will not be in time. A stolen base for Gardner.
Now he was leaning and got a very good jump. That was a fastball up, an easier pitch for Bobby Wilson to handle, and they still couldn't get him because of the jump. Trying to block that second base right there, Tim Beckham. Not quite able to do it.
Gardner's first stolen base of the year. At one point he was a high 40 stolen base guy. He's been down in the low 20s the last couple of years and picks up a big steal there. 3-2 now. And it's foul out of play. We're in the 8th. Yankees have 4 runs, 4 hits. 3 of those hits have been home runs. Liner into center field, and that's going to fall for a base hit. Gardner scores. Rodriguez drives in his 4th run of the night. Kiermaier tried to get there and just could not close quickly enough.
Well, this is going to head towards right center field. The breaking ball. Alex Rodriguez stays down and through it, goes back up the middle, and you're going to get a great shot of it here. Kiermaier just cannot quite get there. Gardner, who had put himself into scoring position by stealing second base, able to come around easily.
So Rodriguez gets his first hit in 11 at-bats in his career against Jepson off that breaking ball. Want to know the count on Drew. Popped up foul. Out of play. 1-1. Drew homered in the 4th. Steve Geltz back up in the bullpen. Now 1-2. Of Tony Pena, the first base coach, and beyond. It's 2-2. Jepson gave up the base hit to Beltran, who just grounded it through the left side of the infield against the shift. And the Yankees have converted that into a run. Short right into the shift. Beckham throws out Drew. Alex Rodriguez singles home the go-ahead run. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's 5-4 New York.
You'll love what we do for you at Courtesy Toyota. Hurry in this month for our best offers on over 1,000 vehicles, including new Camrys for just $189 a month. Plus, you'll love our extended service hours and our great selection of rentals from $25 a day. All at one location, 9210 Adamo Drive. New Camrys for just $189 a month. You'll love what we do for you at Courtesy Toyota. Online at courtesytoyota.com.
People are switching to T-Mobile. They're jumping to the network with more data capacity than Verizon to download, post, and stream. Make the switch to the data-strong network today.
Attention, this is a Xarelto alert. Have you or a loved one been hospitalized or died after taking the blood thinner medication Xarelto? Xarelto has been known to cause serious internal bleeding, including bleeding of the brain or gastrointestinal system. Potential claims are being reviewed for victims of Xarelto who've suffered. Don't go through it alone. Our network of experienced attorneys is ready to help fight for you. Call Xarelto Alert now for a free case evaluation. You won't pay a thing unless your case is settled.
Homeowner Protection Services can help save your home. We specialize in foreclosure assistance, and that's all we do. If you're behind on your mortgage payments, being threatened with foreclosure, have been denied a loan modification, or been the victim of a predatory loan, it's critical that you call Homeowner Protection Services now. Homeowner Protection Services has a network of attorneys, and our agents are available to speak to you now. New laws are in effect that may save your home. So call Homeowner Protection Services now.
Evan Longoria leads off the bottom of the 8th inning against Ellen Betances. And the first pitch is a strike around the knees. Fred Gardner stays on to play left, and Chris Young moves over from left to right field. One ball, one strike. Two. Good pitch in there in the mid-90s from Betances. We saw a lot of breaking stuff from him when he came on in the 7th. Miller busy in the Yankee bullpen right now, and Longoria's out on strikes. Betances went right after him in the mid-90s.
You know, Betances, his last half inning, a lot of breaking balls, but he's going to feature the fastball here against Evan Longoria. Starts him off with one right there on the corner, strike one, mid-90s. Going to come with the breaking ball here just off, and then it's just straight heat. Fastball up and away, and same thing, carbon copy, and picks up the first out here in the 8th. Well, that's what the Yankees envisioned when they looked at the back end of their bullpen after David Robertson, who had 39 saves last year, left as a free agent to Chicago. They thought Betances, they signed Andrew Miller. This is how that they would lock down the 8th and 9th. We'll see if they can.
Pitch thrown into the dirt. It's 2-0.
There's been a struggle here at the beginning couple of weeks for Betances to try to right himself. Andrew Miller, on the other hand, has been tremendous in his few outings.
A 2-1. Three balls and a strike. Fastball missed. Fly ball center field. Ellsbury still going back to the track, and he makes the catch. Straightaway center off the bat of Desmond Jennings. He got the fastball, and that might have been the best fastball, up 97, 98 from Betances. So Jennings is the second out. We're going to see a new pitcher.
Cancer doesn't care that we wanted to enjoy our golden years together.
Stephen Evan Longoria, Rubber Duck while supplies last. For tickets, call 888-FAN-RAYS or visit RaysBaseball.com. Andrew Miller, the new pitcher for the New York Yankees, with 2 outs and nobody on in the 8th. Alan Dykstra due. Rene Rivera will pinch hit against this tough left-hander.
On for the 4th time, 2 for 2 in saves. 6 strikeouts, 3 2/3 innings. Nothing new for Miller. Big strikeout numbers a year ago.
And the first pitch shot towards center field. On the run is is Ellsbury, who tracks it down. Rivera ready for that first pitch fastball, and Ellsbury tracked it down. Put a good swing on it. Ellsbury grabbed it. To the ninth. 5-4 New York.
A man pioneers a way to see the unseen, leading to radar, forever providing early warnings and safer journeys. The conviction to create a safer journey is the Mazda way. The Mazda 6 uses radar, lasers, and sensors to detect objects and even apply the brakes for you. Introducing the modern sports sedan, the 2015 Mazda 6. What do you drive?
Deep within Key Largo, you'll see things that may surprise you. From the unspoiled wilderness of the Florida Everglades to the tranquility of John Pennekamp State Park. Look below the surface, and you'll find more depth in Key Largo.
Run away. This award season, the red carpet has shades of green. The spotlight shines all day. And the best four-wheeler of the year lets you go where others can't. So you end up with the best seats in the house. The 2015 Jeep Award Season event. Well-qualified current lessees of competitive vehicles get a low-mileage lease on Cherokee Latitude front-wheel drive for $259 a month.
Tampa Bay Rays baseball on Sun Sports is brought to you by Tampa Bay Radiation Oncology. When cancer strikes, strike back with CyberKnife. Available exclusively at Tampa Bay Radiation Oncology. And by your Gulf Coast Honda dealers. Rays down by a run as we go into the ninth inning. Rene Rivera remains in the game to play first. Steve Geltz is the new pitcher. He'll face Chris Young to lead off the ninth. Young now playing right field. Strike one.
And Steve Geltz already in his sixth game. 5 2/3 innings, 5 strikeouts.
It's 1-1. Geltz was in the game last night for 3 hitters in Toronto. It's a strike of the knees. Is fastball. Young chased it.
That's 9 strikeouts tonight for Rays.
Geltz up above the zone with that heater. That ball just continually rising up above the zone, right around the letters.
Now batting shortstop, Didi Gregorius.
That'll be Didi Gregorius, the shortstop. He's 0 for 3 tonight. Ball, no strikes. Couple fly balls sandwiched around a strikeout for Gregorius. 2-0.
You know, we've seen a couple of these swings from Gregorius against fastballs, not considered overpowering, but he's been tardy. Especially early in counts, just not getting it started soon enough. And that part of the reason why it's been a slow start for Didi.
Now 3-1.
Almost as if he's not recognizing the pitch sees that it's a fastball, goes to fire the hands, and it's just late.
Toward the line and left. Jennings into foul territory, handles this one. 3-1 fastball, and he fouls out down the left side. 2 up, 2 down.
Center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury.
This is Jacoby Ellsbury. He walked in the 7th inning, 0 for 3. Couple of ground ball outs. Rays in the bottom of the 9th due to have Forsythe, Beckham, and Wilson. One and one. Now 2-1 count on Ellsbury. Rays beginning a 9-game homestand against New York, Boston, and Toronto. 2-2. Now we go to 3-2. Oh, look at this one. Pretty close. Pop to the right side for Beckham. And the Rays will go into the bottom half of the 9th inning, needing 1 to tie, 2 to win it. Forsythe, Beckham, and Wilson do.
Wanda, thank you for my flavor. Nothing bland about you, baby. Ken, you fill me with big taste. And Mama Bag, thanks to you, I'm one fine-looking bag.
Get Checkers and Rally's fan favorite, the authentic Philly cheesesteak with juicy Philly steak and hot melted Swiss. Or try the new meatball sub in zesty marinara topped with cheese. Pick yours, 2 for $5. Checkers and Rally's.
It's in a bag.
It is a weak man who urges compromise.
The Cadillac 2015 SRX. A crossover with space, safety, and style. Current lessees can lease it from around $339 per month.
It's the big one. Pinch a Penny's 40th anniversary event. 10 to 15% off most items throughout the store. Stock up on chemicals, equipment, and supplies. Clean up and get up to $275 off your next automatic pool cleaner. Keep your pool perfect with our free 7-point computerized water test. Over 220 stores, 40 years in the business. Pinch a Penny's huge 40th anniversary event. This weekend only.
We go to the bottom of the 9th. Rays need 1 to keep it going. Coming up on Rays Live, the postgame presented by Checkers. Todd and Arestas will be anchoring the coverage. We'll hear from Kevin Cash in his press conference and interviews from the clubhouse with Emily Austin. Logan Forsythe to open the 9th, and he takes the first pitch from the tall left-hander, and it's in there for a strike. Andrew Miller got Rene Rivera to end the 8th. That pitch is outside. 1-1.
Andrew Miller, fastball, slider, a lot of deception, a lot of moving parts, huge strikeout numbers, 14.9 strikeouts per 9 last year.
Yeah, he's a big swing and miss guy. Gives you an interesting angle.
Well, he, like you said, tall and lanky, and then he slings the ball. Great movement, great velocity.
Now 3-1. Tim Beckham on deck. Ground ball headed toward the middle. Backhanded by Drew, but no play, and the Rays put the leadoff man on. Base hit for Logan Forsythe.
Logan doing a nice job in a hitter's count, not getting greedy. And he just stays, look at that, short, able to squeeze that ball past Miller, almost into center field, but just as effective. There was no play to be made here. You see how far on the shortstop side of second base Stephen Drew had to go to get to that ground ball, and once he dove and left his feet, no chance.
Now Forsythe aboard, and Tim Beckham stepping in. He takes a strike.
And Chase Headley not taking any chances. He was a few steps onto the turf down at third base, thinking bunt.
Dug out by McCann. Slider in the dirt. Forsythe with his lead. Beckham missing a fastball. And there's a strike on the corner. At 94, Beckham caught looking.
Tim Beckham frustrated. They actually wanted this fastball in on him. You see where McCann is set up. This ball ends up middle of the heart. And no dice.
Well, Bobby Wilson. A strike.
Well, we were talking in between innings. You've got Brandon Guyer on the bench. Where will you see him? Will you see him for Bobby Wilson, or he's on deck now maybe for Kevin Kiermaier?
Wilson behind in the count, 0-2. There's Guyer. Brandon 1 for 3 in his career against Andrew Miller. Forsythe reached on the infield hit. shortens and fouls it back.
You just want to give yourself a chance here. You got to make a quick decision. Andrew Miller. Very good stuff. Difficult to deal with. He's up in the count 0-2. You're just looking to put the ball in play, find a hole, but give yourself a chance.
Takes it wide. 1-2. Orioles and the Red Sox in the bottom of the ninth at Fenway tied 2-2. The Braves have beaten the Blue Jays 8-7, and Wilson is out on strikes. Second strikeout back-to-back for Andrew Miller.
Well, it's the breaking ball, and it's the breaking ball up in the zone. Not quite the finish that Miller was looking for, but he got the desired result.
And now Geyer will hit for Kiermaier. Brandon 4 of 17 on the year and 1 for 3 lifetime against Miller. And he checked in time. One and one. The 1-1. Fastball. Now it's 1-2.
Brandon Geyer thinking about ending this ball game. Andrew Miller able to power the fastball up in the zone.
A 1-2 count. And a foul ball. Forcing another pitch. Big night for Alex Rodriguez. 2 home runs and 4 runs batted in, including the go-ahead run with a single in the 8th. Rays scored 4 in the 4th. That's been it so far. Down to their last strike. Geyer fouls this one, slicing into the seats.
Stay alive and hope for a mistake. That's what Brandon Geyer's thinking right now. Andrew Miller, a 2-pitch guy, fastball slider.
And he did go, and this one is over. Geyer strikes out to end it. 3 consecutive strikeouts for Miller following the base hit by Forsythe. And New York takes the first game of the series. It's a 5-4 final. Alex Rodriguez delivering the game-winning hit with an RBI single in the 8th. Andrew Miller closes it out. On that pitch, Geyer could not check. So the Yankees win this one 5-4. Betances will get the win. Miller the save. Betances 2-0. Miller's 3rd save. Jepson 0-1 on the year. Took 3 hours and 12 minutes to play it in game 1 of this 3-game series here at Tropicana Field. So the Rays now 6-5 on the year. New York 4-6. Same two teams tomorrow on Fox Sports 1 with the coverage beginning at 7 o'clock. Jake Odorizzi against Masahiro Tanaka. For Brian Anderson and the rest of our crew, this is Dwayne Stats. Hope you've enjoyed the telecast, if not the outcome. Rays live the postgame.